Hey, what's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to do a nice little late night check-in, and we'll see what's going on with the Divine Masculine Collective. I've been picking up on a lot of energy around the Divine Masculines experiencing ascension at this time, deeper levels of the journey, spiritual awakening. They could be trying to understand very quickly what's happening to them. Many of them are trying to just go with the flow, but it is intense. The energies do feel very intense. Many of them could feel uncomfortable with a lot of the shifts that are happening. I feel like things could be happening back to back as well. So that could feel like one victory after the next, or it could feel like just one lesson after the next, one bad occurrence or unfortunate series of events occur. So the main message here is something's got to give. Okay, they know that they have to shift in some way or give something up or put a death to something. So I'm going to get some messages around that and see what's happening. Okay, so they're getting messages around growth. Okay, and we have avoidance and stalemate. So they could be avoiding something, and it could be happening this summer here. That feels like maybe a stalemate situation, and they could be like with the Tower moment and the themes around death. It's about letting go for your highest good, or letting go so that you make room for something better. The problem is, though, the reason we avoid letting go is because it's difficult to see that it's in our highest good, because whatever reason that it's good for us isn't happening in the present moment. It just feels really painful to let go of what it is we need to let go of. Okay, so someone could be avoiding the pain that's associated with letting something go. It could be grieving as well. It could be a place, it could be something that they have outgrown with the growth card as well, but it's coming up stronger than ever this particular season or this particular summer with the Divine Masculine Collective, okay? But something that they have been avoiding, they can't avoid it anymore because it's creating too much stalemate energy in their life. Now, stalemate energy could be 444, the negative sides of it, okay? So what happens when we have too much routine, and that routine contains a lot of bad habits? It starts taking a toll on our health, our clarity, our goals, our ambitions, and then we start feeling lost along the path. The thing with the karmic energies around your Divine Masculines is they're okay with your masculines walking ahead feeling lost, but the Divine Masculines, for some reason, your energy pulls them in when it comes time for pulling their head above water or giving them that clarity. So each time they're in this place of feeling lost, they crave the Divine Feminines. So a lot of you could be feeling their energy very heavily if this is your Divine Masculine here that's in the stalemate energy. Oftentimes you are that light in the darkness that they end up moving towards. This is the time where they will start stalking your social media. They want to know what you've been up to, if you're seeing anybody. And usually at this time, you're really just doing your thing, Divine Feminine. A lot of you are living your purpose. You're finding optimism in the little things, joy in the small things. There is a light to you. That's plain and simple, okay? You find beauty in the everyday things and the mundane things. You're able to find beauty. So I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines are drawn to that at this time, because what happens too is when we start ascending, the world as well becomes very dark and very painful, and at times it can feel very difficult to exist here or to be here, okay? Many of your masculines can also feel a sense of missing home, missing the other side, or feeling like they don't know how to handle this current experience, okay? But they do know how to handle it. It just feels overwhelming for many of them at this time, okay? But there's definitely something that they gotta let go of. We do have decisions, so they are at a crossroads here, or there's two different paths to choose from. And also too, when I get decisions, I do feel like something's definitely holding them back, because it is coming up. So they're in this contemplating phase, or if the Hanged Man is popping up in a lot of tarot readings for a lot of you, it could be that they've definitely come to that point where they can't avoid making this decision anymore. You know, when something keeps coming up at the back of your mind and it's like, you know, you need to do something about it, and you're just like, yeah, like, you know, maybe like I'll get to it tomorrow, or you know what, I'll start next week for sure, I'm gonna start. Or if it's like, you know, you got to say something to somebody or have a difficult conversation with someone, you know what, I'll bring it up the next time they do this. Or you know what, okay, I'm gonna let it slide this time, but the next time I get into this, I'm gonna, you know, bring it up. That, and it never ends up happening. So what's occurring that's making this tower come down is the consistent conflict triggers and disharmony that a lot of them are experiencing. This could be like work relationships with people falling apart. If a lot of your divine masculines, they work with like contracts and things like that, those types of things could be falling apart. This is if their karmic situation is a career or a job. Just people that they can't seem to trust, or they can't seem to work hand in hand with. Many of them may be being pushed towards entrepreneurship as well. So time and time again, they face whatever this karmic situation is that's consuming them. Some of them, it could be a relationship. It could be a long-term relationship that they've definitely outgrown because of a lot of the conflict that's there. They're not experiencing the growth that they thought that they would in this relationship. So with growth and summer coming up here, and then avoidance and stalemate, they're not experiencing the next level. You may be experiencing level after level after level, and this is why they're drawn to you as well. You're their twin flame. You're meant to teach them in some way. So right now they're trying to figure out the puzzle pieces right now. Why am I so drawn to her? What is she doing right now? What messages is she trying to send me? Okay, a lot of them know that they need to have that tough conversation and start something new. But it's difficult right now because with ascension, the energy can be very dense. So imagine knowing that you need to make a major life decision, and then at the same time, you're suffering with like addictions and exhaustion and brain fog. All of these things end up coming up. So you kind of have to tackle everything that is weighing your energetic body down one by one. So that could be something that many of your divine masculines could be discovering. Okay, we also have limitations. We have fears. Okay, all of this dark stuff coming up. Fears and limitations too. In other words, everything that is just basically holding us back. And I think that they could be at that point where they know that they need to make a major decision, and the reason they haven't gotten moving on that path yet is because of the limitations, the fears, starting from scratch, not knowing what the next step is going to be. Maybe some of them have got to have a little bit of faith, and that's where you come in, Divine Feminine. They want to know what your secret superpower is when it comes to all of this optimism. Let's see what kind of goddess energy they are trying to peek from you. How is your energy at this time inspiring your divine masculine? What are you up to, Divine Feminine? Okay, so you're asking them to be a little bit more bold. And maybe that's what it'll take to get out of this disharmonious relationship. Because, like we said earlier with this card, they could be avoiding a harsh conversation, something that might get very uncomfortable. It might create that tower moment where you literally have to say goodbye to something and start anew. But your energy represents at this time, the hint that you're trying to drop is that they need to be maybe more bold. They could see you being more bold at this time, drawing a lot of boundaries at this time. Okay, you're in your Freya energy. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Maybe many of you are taking risks. You're daring to do something different. Maybe you're moving on. You're moving forward, Divine Feminine. So they're starting to feel something shake up in their own life, where I feel too, like with triggers, like every time something in your world happens, they feel the need to either do something different or catch up in some way because you trigger them. Okay, I feel like because of you, also, side note, a lot of triggering conversations could be coming up right now in the name of the Divine Feminine. Okay, why are they always so focused on you? They cannot help themselves. I feel like they could be trying to explain to somebody right now, if this is a triggering, disharmonious relationship that they are in, that they need to make a decision about because of their growth. They're trying to explain to whoever this person is that you are part of this experience. They can't get away from you. They don't want to get away from you. They don't want to cut communication with you. And I feel like this could be a conversation that has been coming up one too many times, to the point where they've got to make a choice. They've got to make a decision. Okay? Yeah, endings and beginnings. So you're definitely triggering them, Divine Feminine. You could be making swift moves right now. You could be in this bold energy where you're not afraid of anything. You've never been afraid of anything. This is something that maybe a lot of your Divine Masculines could be like obsessing over, fixating on you right now, because you're in that dark goddess energy. You're kicking through a lot of the ascension symptoms, and ascension can feel very dense. You know, it can feel really uncomfortable to speak your mind to people, and to all of a sudden people will start thinking that like, oh, you're crazy, or like, because your energy becomes very triggering. Like you go through phases, especially with Kali, where you're no longer like the timid, shy person that you were. Like you just, you know, not like knock shit over like a bull in a china shop type of thing. Shout out to all my Tauruses out there. The Taurus gang, like they like to say. But yeah, like a bull in a china shop, a lot of you go through that transformation where you become unrecognizable. But that happens because you need that energy to help get you through, you know, a lot of spiritual work that a lot of you are doing out there as well. Many of your masculines, they're taking it a lot more seriously this time around because they see you achieving your goals. Many of you are doing it through magic as well. They want to know how it is you're learning this magic. It's because a lot of you are tapping into your spiritual gifts. You're paying attention. And something else too I want to tell you guys about tapping into your spiritual gifts is that takes sacrifice, right? It's like literally learning a new spiritual craft. It's like, oh, nobody likes to go to school, but sometimes you got to. Many of the Divine Feminines with this Kali energy, you took your craft very seriously. So a lot of you are excelling. You know how to create those endings because you know they're going to bring about new beginnings. You know how to play the patience game. So a lot of them wondering how it is you do it, because a lot needs to be released from their current situation. Okay, so maybe this is two energies that they're very attracted to, is the Kali energy within you, that very dark goddess energy, speaking your mind, making things happen for yourself. You're not afraid to start from scratch, and you're not afraid of hard work either, Divine Feminine. You're not afraid of hard work. You're not the damsel in distress type with Freya's energy here. And it's pushing this Divine Masculine, whoever it is. It's creating a lot of sensual energy as well. I'm gonna get some oracle cards from the mermaids as well, and let's see how they see your sensual side. What are they maybe missing about you? Because I do see a lot of them just fixated on maybe like your social media, pictures of you. Like I said, there could be a lot of triggers or conflicts over them keeping a close eye on you. Having to have conversations with people about why it is you're constantly in their search history, or, you know, why it is they're always lost in some kind of daze, or they're always lost in thought. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you, but you're the current topic of discussion, and you've been the current topic of discussion. Many of you have been really gearing up on, you know, your protection as well with Kali's energy, because you know, you can feel when a tower is shaking with your counterpart. And if that's happening with your counterpart, a lot of you are like, oh, gotta get ready. Okay, let's see what is happening. Yeah, telepathy. So many of you can feel that they're going through this big transformation or this shift. Okay, we have transparency, and then we have Lemuria returns. So earthy, spirituality, community, ocean conservation. With ocean conservation, I am getting some water signs as well. But whoever you are, Divine Feminine, there is a return of divine connection, divine love to this divine masculine. You've been transparent. You've walked the talk on this journey. And because you've walked the talk and dared to do something unorthodox or stand out, or you allowed everybody to laugh at you or make a mockery of you, I mean, you're reaping the rewards of it now. Okay, and if anything, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines could be communicating through telepathy as a way of just connecting, feeling part of something where they belong. Okay, because they are feeling outside of themselves with some kind of big decision here that they have to make. They're going to be alone, is what I'm getting. They're going to be alone. But maybe you're sending the message that, you know, being in solitude allows you to birth something new. This could be some of the wise advice that they could be seeking from you, or some sort of validation or comfort that they're going to be okay in this moment of, or I feel like in this period of solitude, we have honest, authentic, genuine, present. Yeah, you're definitely leading the way, whoever you are, divine feminine, because you've been through I don't want to say the worst of it. I feel like you've been through the most of it. They have a sense of respect for your transformation, because a lot of you are mirroring your journey with your divine masculines. And with the Lemuria Returns card, I feel like they're now stepping into that heebie-jeebie world of, you know, divine connections and trying to, you know, explain, like, I feel like a deep connection to this person. I don't know why I can't get them out of my mind. You know, they could be trying to explain this to people. They could be tired of trying to explain this to people. They could be doing things like trying to explain telepathy. They can't find the right language to let people know that they start up conversations with you in their head, and sometimes it feels like you reply. They don't know how to tell anybody else that, okay? So many of them know that some kind of shift is wanting to happen or to occur. I feel like it mainly has to do with solitude, because a lot of them are going to need it in order to work on their spiritual gifts and get to know themselves again. And the reason being alone is really important for a lot of them is because, like, whatever environments they're in, the company that they're keeping, those people continue to drain their energetic bodies, okay, through, like, if you're hanging with the same people that love to go, like, drinking, they love to, you know, smoke, they're not really conscious of really realizing the effects of those things on their body. A lot of your masculines are waking up over these things. They can't help themselves. The more you ascend as well, divine feminine, and the more you have those epiphanies, the more changes you make for yourself and, like, your own body, the more they can't help themselves as well, right? And then when you cut out those habits, you feel like, okay, you can't hang with these people anymore, because how are you supposed to explain to them that you're not drinking, you know, or you're not smoking, or you're not, you know, doing this anymore, you're not spending time in these types of environments? I feel like a lot of your divine masculines would catch a lot of flack for it, or just in general with society. It's like, oh, what do you mean you don't, like, do this, or what do you mean you don't do that? So they're having to face a lot of these things, but I feel like their eyes are wide open, okay? Also, too, you're way ahead of the game is how they're looking at you as well. Yeah, medicine woman, because you've healed yourself. A lot of you have had these epiphanies and these realizations on your own, and I feel like it shows in your beauty and your wisdom and in the way that when they converse with you and they speak with you. Like, right now, you're the only one on their level because of how they're ascending. They're finding it very, very difficult to spend time with people outside of those having this spiritual awakening, and they're feeling more drawn to people who have already had or experienced the shift. Even if you guys see them in environments where it seems like they're not growing, because then why would they be out in these situations? Those situations have to occur as they're having the awakening for them to see the difference in the energy. And it's so uncomfortable, guys. Like, it feels so weird because you feel warped. You know, you feel like you're losing a part of yourself Maybe that's what snakes feel like when they shed their skin. You know, it's like it feels really weird. It's like, oh, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to that other part of me? Where is it going to go? So that's how they could be feeling. But you're their medicine woman right now, okay? You are a channel for divine healing power. This whole feeling of being uncomfortable with this shedding, you are that place of safety that lets them know everything's going to be okay. Okay? You may be sending them signals that this is about purification. Hello? If you stop hanging around those people who are doing those same things, then, you know, your habits might change. I know too, like for many of us on our journeys, we went through solitude, but we did find community online. So we lost a lot of relationships where you communicate with people in the physical, but I think for many of us, we were like, you know what? Sometimes maybe things have to shift or change like that, because you start valuing the quality in relationships versus like quantity, or keeping someone around because you've known them for forever, or you know what I mean? It's like you start purifying yourself so that you can actually start attracting people who are vibrationally aligned to you, so you can get where it is you're wanting to go or need to be. Okay, so it's that time for a cleansing or detoxification of your body and mind. Okay, so a lot of them definitely looking to you or your energy as purification, cleansing, a reminder that it's time to take care of themselves, cut out bad habits. Okay, so yeah, should I wrap it up with a romance angel card? I can never do a reading without this deck, huh? Okay, let's get one message from the masculine's heart space for his medicine woman. Okay, what does he want you to know? Because definitely as they think of you, they can't help but feel the romance and the love and the passion for you. That's what keeps them connected to you on the journey, and it lets them know that, hey, that's my person over there. Okay, so, all right, let's keep these guys. What do they want you to know? Okay, a lot of them, they're making the effort. Okay, this could be when it comes to either purification here, detoxifying their body and mind. They're paying attention to the red flags. Red flags could be coming up left, right, and center. Okay, their environment. If they want to heal, they've got to start piecing things together, right? 2 + 2 is 4. So many of them could be really overworking right now, maybe even like 7 days a week. They're trying to work. Okay, this could be the one. You could be the one divine feminine that really pushes them into this change. Because honestly, guys, like, I'm serious. This is how they see you. Like, whenever they feel like they're drowning or they're being weighed down, it's like they're so grateful for your energy. All they got to do is remember that you're here. You've incarnated on earth with them at the same time. And immediately it just feels good. Okay, so a lot of them are seeing you as a blessing at this time for helping them to pay attention to some red flags. They're going to make the effort here towards this great love. And if it's not in the form of moving towards you, it's definitely doing the whole twin flame thing and moving towards themselves first by focusing on the important stuff. Okay, so that's where we're at with the Divine Masculine Collective, all right? If you guys would like a personal reading with me, check out some of the links I have in my bio. I've got a bunch of services on right now. If you use the code TWINTUITIVE20 as of the 17th of each month, you'll now receive 20% off all services on Wizio, and I'll have that going every month for you guys, but it'll be on the 17th as, you know, little lucky number for our channel, all right? So again, that's TWINTUITIVE20. You guys will find the details in the description box. If you guys would like a part 2, or if you're searching for a part 2 that's already pre-recorded, check out the memberships, okay? I do have some 18+ extended readings in there as well. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, take care, guys. Bye.